This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
First ferry.
Here we go again. So we have started our way southbound and just arrived at our...
Thunder?
Yeah. Exactly what I was going to tell you. We're encountering this really bad thunderstorm kind of situation where it just pour down rain right now, and we just heard thunder, and we actually wanted to hike a tall mountain just next to us here, but for safety reasons we decided not to, and we're pretty glad we didn't.
We haven't seen lightning yet, but it's forecasted, so
yeah,
we're gonna...
Well, it's never a good idea to go on a tall mountain when you have this kind of forecast.
So I suggested that we cook some food and we watch a football match. Maybe if it stops raining, we can open the hatch and watch the fjord.
Whenever you see a tunnel in Norway, try to see if there's an old road on the outside of the tunnel, because usually they are just by the fjord. They go parallel to the tunnel, so you don't hear any traffic, and nobody uses these roads anymore, because why would you when you have a brand new tunnel next to it? So we found a good camp spot here, and even though the weather is so bad, it's something to just sit inside and listen to the rain, and
we're happy to be back on the road.
Yes. So we have the football game on the iPad. We have some spring rolls. I have my custom Volkswagen beer, which is sick, and I just wanted to show you that when we decide to sleep downstairs, we need to fill up the front seat with a kayak, and all of the other stuff is of course up here. But it feels better to sleep downstairs when there's a thunderstorm overhead.
Arrived at the ferry dock, and it seems to be full.
We might be lucky. I think we are the first car that's not in the the official queue.
We're not sure if we're placed right, but we think so. We hope so, and we're gonna fight for the spot.
Let's go for it. Så där då. Bra, Jordan. Okej, tack så då. We somehow always make it.
So here we are again, waiting for another ferry.
We'll try to find a nice camp spot. It's getting late. Before Truck Norris gets a visitor, here's a quick message from Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Get lost in creativity as you explore new skills and get a unique insight from other creative minds. There's basically a class for everyone, and some of my personal favorites are classes for filmmaking and storytelling. Lately I've been getting valuable advice from classes like Advanced Aerial Videography by Wild Rabbit Productions, to seek further inspiration and clever ideas to up my drone operating skills. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, with no ads, always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to hit the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today. Now, back to the road. As you might tell from this lovely table Benedicte has sorted out, tonight's meal will be tapas.
Yes.
And we do get a special guest over, your mom.
My mom is joining us. She's actually been on a few weekend trips with us before, but this will be the first time this summer, so we're really excited to have her on board with us. Figured we'd surprise her with a decent meal.
And the van is so cozy and ready to get a visitor.
Yes. Bags are packed. We are ready for an expedition. So right now we are waiting for the boat. We're gonna have a guided tour of the fjords, and then they're gonna drop us off at a remote beach. Or it's not that remote, but you can't drive there.
The boat dropped us off and we had a little snacksident. We had a little stop, got some fresh waffles and some coffee, and now we have started hiking towards the beach where we'll be spending the night. Tonight it was supposed to be like this super nice sunset place. Lofoten never promises anything weather-wise, so we'll just have to see. We brought a lot of good stuff and snacks and proper clothing, so we should be fine. And this place is beautiful, really, really beautiful. This was the smallest piece of wood I could find.
Yeah, that would do. Alltså bara skaffel och tjejer.
Där hela tiden. So the sun finally decided to wake up one day late, but gives us a nice morning here. We are planning to delay our boat back and go hiking up the mountain behind me. We have left the big bag here and are ready to hike up this misty mountain you see to the right in the frame. Not so sure about that yet. We'll see when we get a bit higher if we want to take left and go to the other peak, which is also partly covered in a thin layer of cloud fog. See you at the top.
So worth it.
How about this for a backdrop? as we keep making our way to the top. This is actually a little settlement where it used to live about 300 people. They had their own school until the middle of the 80s. 30 houses down there, and they each had about 10 people living in it. They went out here with boat. You could go up the mountain pass there, but it's a bit more work, I'd say. But quite unbelievable that they lived here so recently. Just parked up truck Norris and setting out on the hike number 2 today. He's gonna be parked right here tonight, and we are setting course up this mountain where we'll be sleeping without a tent under the midnight sun, exposed to the elements. So we're crossing our fingers that we are gonna get a good one. But it looks really promising. And the reason why we're squeezing out this much from the day today is that we have the morning ferry back to the mainland yet tomorrow. So that's why we're trying to be super efficient. So we randomly stumbled upon this camp spot, and it turned out to be one of the highlights maybe. I don't know, it's at least a really decent place to spend the last night because the road trip is coming to an end. Tomorrow will be the final stretch to get home again, and that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this journey, and we are planning to make a little something special coming from this journey and all of the trips we have done through Norway. So hopefully you'll be excited once that drops. So again, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who's been watching the videos and coming with such positive comments along the way, both on the videos that is already up and also when we were doing this trip live on Instagram and YouTube and even email. So thank you all, you know who you are, and looking forward to making more videos for you, and I hope I'll see you guys here in the future. So please subscribe if you haven't and like my videos so they'll get shared with even more people, and I hope to see you back soon. See you.